What's the matter? You thought Hargan killed me, did you? Ho ho ho. You can't kill an illusion. You can banish it, but it can always come back. Well, until the world it lives in finally fades away, anyway. Tran, I have something to tell you. I'm sorry I never got the chance to say this back in the Isle of Awakening. Every time you completed one of the tablet targets, a little bit of building came back to the island, and with it a fragment of my memory. After a while, I'd remember enough to start sticking things back together. I realized that the legendary builder was, in fact, me. When I arrived in Middenhall, or should I say the illusion of it, it was clear to me that the art of building had been lost. So I set about trying to bring it back. The Day Tree, Golden Rocks, Moonbrook Castle, all my handiwork. Even the builder's bells and mind-bending puzzles dotted about the land were made by me. I was dogged by the children of Hargan every step of the way. I finally fled to the Isle of Awakening, but I barely had any life left in me. My legacy is those stone tablets. My final creations in this world or any other. I'd given up hope of ever seeing the power of building return to the island, until you rocked up and changed all that. And changed it you did. You've got a way with blocks that I could never hope to emulate, even in my wildest dreams. I don't know, dude. I've seen some pretty impressive creations you've made. I expect Peck, you're off to find Melroth now. Your friend is sleeping in the bowels of the castle. Those blue flames will lead you to him. Wild beasts may try to block your path, but just remember that they're nothing more than illusions. Don't let those tricks deter you. Simply soldier on and let the illusions vanish in your wake. I'm glad I got to see you again, Tran. I wanted to thank you. You showed a hairy old hermit how to dream again. For that, I'm eternally grateful. Welcome, stranger. Who dares set foot inside my forest? Is that you, Builder? This is no place where a pathetic, powerless creature such as you. Go away whence you came, worm, or suffer the full force of my wrath. He said follow the blue lights. So you have overcome my first servant. Now there's a shadow darkens my halls no more. Perhaps I may have a use for you after all, cleaning up detritus for my dungeons. However, your efforts would only be in vain. All will be reduced to nothingness soon enough. You have outstripped my second servant too. The storm of Pazuzu's anger has been silenced. My thanks, Builder. The castle's a little quieter now. All the better for savoring the sound of destruction. And now my third servant is defeated. Belial's shadow has ceased its bellowing. I had no need for him, nor the others for that matter. They were not but keepsakes of a bygone age. They exceeded their usefulness long ago. As have you, Builder. You are nothing more than an irritation. Be gone from this place if you value what little time you have left. thought I told you to leave. What business could a maggot like you possibly have with High Priest Hargren? Perhaps you came in the hope of defeating Lord Malroth in battle. So, is that so? If not to fight him, then you must have come to save him. It would seem you have not lost your sense of humor, though you have certainly forgotten your lowly station. You are no hero. You are naught but a drudge, a dog's body, and yet you dare to defy the Master of Destruction and his almighty High Priest. Most amusing. Lord Malroth has already awakened, and is a little preoccupied with putting his newfound powers to work at this moment. However, if your heart is set on seeing him, I'm sure I could arrange an introduction. You want to summon Malroth? Yes. Hey Tran, did you want to see me? It's been a while, huh? I'm glad you came. You see, I never got to thank you for turning me back into the Master of Destruction. Malroth, his terrifying true form. I enjoyed hanging out with you, and I'll never forget all the fun we had on the Isle of Awakening. The building stuff never really suited me, you know? Destruction was always much more my thing. Tell you what, as a little thank you for helping me find my true self, I think I'll eat you! What could be a more perfect ending to an excellent adventure? Now come here, Tran, and prepare to be consumed! Is this really what I'm supposed to be doing, is slashing him out? Rawr! Tran, you are always such a wimp. How did you get so strong? No, it's not you, it's me. There's something inside me, tearing me apart. What have you done? Rawr! You'll pay for this, Tran! You'll pay! Lord Malroth, how can this be? You're the Master of Destruction. This pathetic creature should not be capable of defeating you. Could it be? Do the memories of the life you shared with the builder still linger? Now, Tran, this is your chance. You have to finish me. I'm happy we got to say goodbye. Do it, Tran. Do it now. Impossible. The Master of Destruction, beaten by a base-born builder. This cannot be. There's no response, it's just a corpse. But somewhere deep inside, Tran could feel his friend's life force flickering still. Tran. Tran. I can't see anything. Can't feel anything. Oh, that's right. I'm dead. But there was something. Something important I had to do. I'm waiting for someone. I've been waiting and waiting. But why? For who? I remember. Yes, I remember. I'm waiting for Tran. Tran, where are you? Tran! Tran, come on, where are you? The light feels somehow familiar. Reach out and touch it? No. Tran, is that you? Tran hears Malroth's voice. Not what I expected. I thought I was gonna pull him out like the intro movie with the water. Hey Tran, I had a feeling it was you. You, but you should no longer exist. Thanks for keeping our promise. That sword of yours is pretty sharp, you know. Perhaps I underestimated how strong a friendship the fools had forged. Tran, we've got a lot to talk about, but that can wait. I think we need to teach this looting a little lesson first. Meddling builder, you will regret crossing me. Huh? Whoa, what was that? Something's not right. Yes! Yes!
Long have I waited to be reborn. I have only one purpose. To destroy all I see before me.
Behold, the Master's true form! I thank you, Builder, for drawing your friend forth from his enfeebled form, for freeing his heart from that last pathetic vestige of humanity. Darn it, we've been taken for a ride!
My child. You were my weakness, but now I am free. My power has returned. The first thing I will destroy is you! Tell me, Hargun, what is your wish? To destroy this world of illusion and then the real one? Your appetite for destruction pleases me. It shall be done.
At long last, Maidenhall, Canuck, and Moonbrick shall fall, erased from existence, utterly destroyed. And this time there is nothing that can be done to stop it. Where is this place? How did I even get here? The sky is such a strange color. Have I died and gone to heaven? Or hell, more likely. Wait, where's Tran? My silhouette is there. That's funny. Tran, are you okay? Hey Tran, get up, will you? Come on, at least say something. What's this? Blood? Haha, nice one, Tran. You had me going for a second there, but you can drop the act now. Tran? Thank goodness, you're alive. You really had me worried. What? You need me to make you a dose of medicinal herb? Don't be silly, I can't make a thing. You know that. You watched me try enough times. Huh? You know that the Master of Destruction can't make anything, but maybe I can. Ah, I see where you're coming from. Alright, I'll give it a shot. Okay, building stuff, building stuff. Ah, how do I do this? Hold tight, Tran. I'll save you. I have to. Ah, how do I do this? This is one of those medicinal leaves, right? Now what would Tran do? He took it to the table or something. Ah, that'll do nicely. Let's give this a go. I've watched Tran do this more times than I care to remember. He always started off like this. Darn it! Why can't I do this? No, I can't give up. I have to give it another shot. Just build it. Here goes. This is hopeless. I'm never going to do it. No, I have to keep trying. One more go. Build it! Come on, Mal. A third time's lucky. You got to do this for Tran's sake. Why isn't it working? Why? I have to keep trying. I have to. This is getting beyond a joke now. No matter what I try, nothing works. Take this! What am I doing? Tran never built stuff like this. He always had a great big smile on his face as he worked. And I always enjoyed watching him do it too. Haha, yeah, this is more like it. Building is supposed to be fun. No, building is fun. Yes, I think I get it now. I've got to stop trying so hard. I've just got to have fun with it. Come on, this will work. It has to. I did it. I did it. I did it. Now Wrath obtains a dose of medicine herb. Alright, let's go and give this to Tran. Tran, I made the medicinal herb you wanted. Here! Tran, you're okay. It's good to have you back. How are you feeling? Whoa there, don't get angry at me. What did I do? Well, if you put it like that, I suppose I did tell you I never wanted to see you again, and then get myself kidnapped by an ultimate ancient evil. Sorry about that, Tran. It won't happen again. I promise. Still, don't you think you're overreacting just a little bit? Go on. Turn that frown upside down. That's more like it. Smiling like an idiot suits you much better. Seriously though, I'm sorry about what I said in Moonbrook. I didn't mean any of it. I was just lashing out. Huh? What's that? What are those flashing lights about? I don't like the look of it one bit. I bet anything it's Hargan and his new best buddy getting up to no good. We need to go over there and put a stop to whatever it is they're doing right now. Huh? You want to give me a present before we go? Hey, you shouldn't get people's hopes up like that. Hand it over. Hey, isn't that my... It's my old club. I can't believe you lugged that thing all the way here. But it means a lot to me that you did. Thanks, Tran. Alright then, now that the presents are all unwrapped, shall we pay those two a visit? Come on, let's jump in the buggy and pay Hargan and his best friend a little visit. They're up to no good, I'm sure of it. How do you know it's the buggy? I never told you his name. Alright, there's no double jumping right now. How do we get over there? Oh, there's a path. This thing's crazy! Since when did you get so good at building stuff, eh? Just don't hog the steering wheel, okay? I want to go too. Now, let's go and stop Hargan and my alter ego from doing whatever it is they're doing. Let's go and teach them a lesson.
The vestige lives.
Malrath, Lord and Master of Destruction.
But not for long. Is that why you come? To seek death? You would shun the privilege of witnessing the end of the world? So be it. If that is your wish, I will gladly grant it.
Dodge the Master of Destruction's attacks. When you see an opening, fire the blasters. Use the L to move in any direction, press X to fire. I'll take care of this. Nice. Why aren't the blasters working? This doesn't look good. Wow, what do you make of the Master's true power? Fearsome, is it not? Shut your trap, Hargan. Why do you want to destroy everything anyway? What do you hope to achieve? An imbecile could never hope to comprehend such lofty ambitions as mine. Well, I suppose I'll just do the only thing an imbecile can. Oof. Insolent wretch, you will live to regret that before you die. Tran, despite what old Bat Ear says, I don't think that monster's anywhere near full strength yet. What are we gonna do? Try to think of a way we can take him down. Until then, all we can do is hang in there. Here, this should help. Things are about to get bumpy. Do you not see that you are utterly powerless? Do you not comprehend the death that awaits you? I think you're the one who doesn't get it, Hargan. What do you think is going to happen when everything's destroyed? The children of Hargan will cease to exist. Your teachings, everything you believe in will be gone. I know it, and I welcome it. I am already dead. The Scions of Urgic made sure of that. But I shall not go alone. They too shall die. Their dreams, their beliefs, everything will be reduced to nothingness. It is happening as we speak. Can you not feel the fabric of the world dissolving all around you? This is not a most glorious sensation. I must bear witness to the destruction of this world, to the destruction of everything. I will watch as I myself am destroyed. This is what I want, what I have always wanted. Form is not forever, it is destined to disintegrate. Creation and destruction are in constant opposition, ceaselessly vying for superiority. Destruction is destined to destroy creation forever, and there is nothing you can do to change that. No, you're wrong about creation and destruction. I saw what happened on Furrowfield, on Crumbledon, or on Moonbrook. When Tran built the Deer Tree, the pubs, the castle, whatever he made, it changed things for the better. When the Deer Tree got destroyed, when Babs got turned to stone, or your armies attacked us, that changed too. We worked harder, we got better. Destruction and creation both have the power to change our lives. They're not opposites, they're the same. Silence! You have rambled long enough! Ah! Your end is nigh. The Master will reduce you to motes of dust. Oof, for a ghost, Hargan's certainly got a lot of life left in him. Isn't there any way we can beat these guys? There must be something we can do. Think, Tran, think! In the meantime, take this. I just hope we can hold out long enough to come up with a plan. Things are about to get bumpy. I don't think we can take another hit. Your persistence amuses me. Are you so afraid to die? You could have been a god. You could have been the one who brought about this beautiful oblivion. Why would you defy your destiny? Why wouldn't I? Why would anyone follow the fate someone else laid out for them when they can make their own instead? Fools till the bitter end. If by some miracle you do manage to defeat us, what then? Will you return to that world of illusion and begin building again? Ha! You humans always crave more. You need more. No matter how much you build, it will never be enough. And in the end, nothing lasts forever. All of your wondrous works are destined for destruction. It will be as if they had never been built in the first place. Ha! It's an interesting thought, I'll give you that. But that's not why we build. Even if everything breaks, we'll keep building. We build because we want to. Because we enjoy it. Because it's fun. Ugh. Come on, Hargan, tell us the truth. When you were alive, wasn't there something you wanted to do? I beg your... You know what I mean. You wanted to make something. You wanted to destroy everything so that you could build a world. Your perfect world. No, you're wrong. You're no different from Tran. No different from that accursed builder. Preposterous. He and I are nothing alike. Nothing. You know what, Hargan? You're actually not a bad builder yourself. The world you built was only an illusion, but it was a pretty convincing one while it lasted. Insolent little. If it wasn't for you, me and Tran would never have met. Without the world you made, I'd never have realized how much fun building is. Look, Hargan, your time is almost up. But in your next life, I hope you get to make a few good friends. I'm speaking from experience. Making friends? Building for fun? The thought alone makes you want to retch. However, if, and only if, you can destroy the Master of Destruction, I will consider what you have said. Prove to me the power of friendship. Show me what building can achieve. Alright, all that's left is to take down that big bruiser. Any smart ideas on how we can hit him? Inspired by the purifying power of the Deity, Tran powers up the buggy blasters. Alright, our blasters should be able to deal with some serious damage now. With the power of the Deity, we can clear away half the things he throws at us, not to mention break through that barrier. Let's shoot those balls of energy out of the sky and pound them with the blasters. It's time for the fight back to begin. I hope you're ready, Tran. The blasters, fire at will! I wonder if it's possible to lose during this segment. Youch, that stings. How are you supposed to avoid an attack like that? Tran, can you think of a way we can guard against it? Inspired by Goated Rocks and his Goated Gauntlets, Tran builds the Buggy Barrier. Buggy Barrier? And it works like the shield you used against the Medusa? Alright then, let's give Lizard Features here a taste of his own medicine. Next time he shoots those beams at us, throw up the barrier and send them right back at him. Use the barrier and deflect what you can. Okay, you can't do both at the same time. Ow, that hurt. Looks like we've really got him angry now. Maybe we can use this to our advantage, though. Next time he comes in for the kill, we hit him before he can hit us. We can't do anything by halves. We need to sock him with some sort of super weapon, or we'll be toast. Inspired by the martial might of Moonbrook, Tran installs a Kizapo cannon. Good thinking, Tran. Let's hope it packs as powerful a punch as the one back on Moonbrook. Alright, you know the plan. As soon as he gets close, blast him with the cannon and give him a taste of Kizapo pie. We can do this, Tran. We have to. Let's take this guy down, then go back and tell Lulu all about how we saved the world.
cannot be destroyed.
I beg to differ. We're going to take you down and build a new world. That's the destiny we chose. Come on, Tran, let's do this. Marath gets his mojo back. It's over. I feel alive again. The old energy's coursing through my veins. Which is nice and all, but what happens now? Is this the world of illusion just going to up and disappear? Wait, why am I worrying? You always have a trick or two up your sleeve, so what's the plan this time? What are you making? Tran, it's my very own mallet. I've always wanted one of these. But, what am I supposed to do with it? You'll explain on the way? Are you in a rush to leave this lovely place or something? Alright, I get it. Let's head back to the Isle of Awakening. I'm sure everyone's waiting for us to get home safely. Come on, don't be worried. Achievement unlocked, Messiah of Malhalla. Is this the beach we started on? It is. We're back. At least I think we are. It's hard to tell in all this darkness. Look, it's Tran and Malrath. You came back to us. Thank goodness. I'm just happy to see the two of you looking so well. I always knew you would make a safe return from the battlefield. I never gave up hope. It is good to see you once more. Good to see you too. But where's Lulu? Wow! Tran, Malrath, is it really you? Tub, what took you so long? Didn't you stop to think I'd be sick with worry? I hate you, both of you. Yeah, sorry about that, but we're back now and feeling better than ever. Tran, are you smirking? Did you and Malrath manage to patch things up again? Say, Malrath, you're looking very yellow. Yellow, is that all you got to say? This glorious golden glow is all down to my secret godlike superpowers, I have you know. Did you really just say godlike superpowers? Oh, you poor thing. You must have taken a knock to the head while you were away. I hate to interrupt the reunion, but the world is about to end. Shouldn't we try to do something about it before we all disappear forever? At the very least, the three of you should make preparations to flee with Brownbeard. None of you hail from this world originally. Don't worry about us. These two always have a plan up their sleeves. You do have a plan, don't you? Excellent. In that case, you can tell us all about it up at the Hairy Hermit's temple. If we're going to climb up there in the dark, you'll need one of these. I built it myself.
Yep.
Did you really make this, Malrath? You could at least have put some effort in. But I suppose if it works, it works. Follow me, people. Off to the mountaintop we go. I shan't wait for you. This torch wouldn't be worthy of the wooden spoon in the torch-making contest, but the fact that it was made by Malrath is much more impressive. Quality issues aside, it should serve to light our path to the peak. I'll lead the way. What's up, fam? It's good to know you made it back safely. You know, when the Deity got owned back on Furrow, I thought I was gonna, like, die? From, like, heartache? Now I'm actually going to die. We all are, and I'm seriously salty about it. Ooh, alright. Well, if it ain't Tran and Maura, 'tis good to have you back safe and sound, so 'tis. But what about this old world being nothing but an illusion, eh? Like as not, I'll never get to look at no lush green lawns ever again. It really is great to have you both back in one piece. I remember on Furrowfield when the Deity was destroyed, I was a complete mess, but you and Malroth were hardly phased at all. You saved us from disaster that time, and I know you'll be able to save us this time too. I believe in you. Let's head up to the temple and tell everyone about our plan. I can't tell you how relieved I am to see you two back here safe and sound, and I can't wait to hear all about your adventures in wherever it was you went to. Maybe later, when you had a chance to get settled in again. Forgive me if this reopens old wounds, but I feel a great weight of responsibility for my role in driving a wedge between you and Maura. Please believe me when I say that I could not be happier to see both of your smiling faces once more. Oh my days, you're back, Tran. You brought Malroth with ya. But it ain't all daffodillies and milk blossoms. Our old world's an illusion, and now it's about to disappear forever. I still can't get me head around it. Was I nothing more than some dingbat's dream all along? And me darling Babs too? Tran, Malroth, how dears, you're back. We're happy to see it again in one piece. But is it true that our world is really on its way out? We can't build thingies anymore. We want to build so many more thingies. Tran, Malroth, is that you? I never gave up hope, you know. I'd always believed you'd come back to us. But you know what I don't believe? All this bunk about us being illusions. I ain't ready to fade away just yet. I ain't buff enough. Blimey, if it ain't Tran and Malroth, back from the dead. I've been waiting for you two to come home. You know, I've been thinking long and hard about what Argon said. Is this place really just an illusion? Are we really gonna vanish into thin air? Gadzooks, Tran and Malroth, you have returned. Never once to give up when faced with a sticky predicament. What? I may be getting on in years, but my desire to build is as strong as any of these young striplings. I am not ready for the world to end, not by a long shot. Well met, Tran. You too, Malroth. You are unhurt, I trust? And what is more, you have vanquished Hargon. Alas, I fear the good tidings end there. The inky darkness casts a shadow over my body and my soul. I may never see a sunrise nor a sunset again. Doom and destruction, destruction and doom, were merely illusions marooned in the gloom. Tell Mommy I love her, inform Daddy too. What I like more than either is potato stew. Ah, my two lost lambs. How glad I am to see the goddess has delivered you safely. Till my prayers fail to reach the Holy Mother, I can but ask that you try to save us from oblivion in her stead. I trust in you. Can we ever say with objective certainty that our surroundings are real or an illusion? I do not think we can. When that, before our eyes appears to vanish, our ability to remain subjective comes under the spotlight. Phew. Well, here we are. Did you make time to speak to everyone on our way up? What's this big plan of yours then? Tran, Malroth, a word if you please. You gotta help us. We don't want to be illusions no more. We don't want to blim and disappear. You two always think of something to wiggle out of the trickiest old sticky pickles. You got it planned this time, ain't ya? Ain't ya? Of course we have. We're going to build a new world. You what? Like I told these guys, I've got godlike superpowers now. I'm going to use them to rebuild this world of illusion. We won't lose anything that way. You're blimey, that's a brilliant idea. But Malroth, my lamb, if you do this for us, won't you run the risk of losing your special powers? So what if I do? It's a risk worth taking. Wahaha, you always were a danger-seeking sort, Malroth. I see you haven't changed one iota. Can we get this over with, Tran? I'm ready whenever you are. It's funny, but I don't think I need to worry about you two anymore. When I cast my mind to when that ghastly slave ship sank, I realized that that was the start of a truly special journey. When first we met, I thought you were ever so wet behind the ears, but now look at you, a fully fledged builder if I ever saw one. Tran, you may have become a bona fide builder, but you really haven't changed at all, not deep down anyway. And you know what? I hope you never do. Don't never stop building, don't never stop striving to make people happy, because I know that's your calling. This isn't the end, is it, Tran? I hope not. I'm looking forward to building with you and everyone else again soon. Tran, looks like it's down to you and Malroth to save the day again. I wish I could help you, but I don't think I've got it in me. Ever since Argon showed up, I've had this overwhelming sense of dread, like I could vanish into thin air at any moment. And maybe I would have and all, if Lulu hadn't been here to dig me out of the doldrums. Lots changed since I found you and Malroth in that hole back on Crumbledon. The ground beneath you hadn't caved in. I don't know if we'd have ever met. I wonder what life would have been like then. I mean, if you hadn't been there to break Goldilocks out of that cave he was stuck in, nothing would have changed at all. The more I think about it, the more it makes sense to me. Destruction ain't just the end. It can be the beginning of something new too, ain't it? When Malroth said you were going to build a new world, I must admit I was rather taken aback. This place is just a figment of Hargon's imagination, filled with his faithful followers. At least it used to be. It's almost like we've been living in Hargon's dream all this time. And Pastor Al saw things differently, didn't he? He realized that we didn't have to share Hargon's vision. He wanted the same thing as we did. One day he took me aside and told me something that'll live with me forever. Rosie, he said, it's all well and good to dream, but the time will come when you must turn those dreams into reality. I've got this funny feeling that Pastor Al is watching over us right now as we do just that. Do him proud, Tran. I want you to put an end to these illusions and build a brand new world for us. Do you remember our discussions on Moonbrook on the subject of faith? If I came across as arrogant, I do apologize. I have been doing a lot of soul searching since then. Even if one's faith turns out to be misguided, should our individual right to hold that belief not be respected? If so, then it holds that Warwick and Hargon's beliefs were equally as valid as our own. As long as no harm comes from this clash of convictions, I feel we are all entitled to an ideology. That freedom should not be violated. Something the matter? Oh, I've become serious again, haven't I? I do apologize. Small wonder everyone thinks I'm an old stick in the mud. Tran and I hereby make a pledge. Once we have our new world, I shall use my newfound powers of creation to forge myself a sunnier spirit. Who are? When I heard you were going to do something to save us, I realized I don't need to panic no more. Get on. When you two was away, we was heck of a worried. But there wasn't no one more worried than Lulu. Remember when he got stuck on that prison island? She waited and waited, hoping and praying he'd come home safely. I was worried sick this time too, but it didn't stop her from trying to cheer the rest of us when the lights went out. That maid's got a good heart, but she can turn the air blue when she's angry. She needs to wash her mouth out, and so do we after eating or cooking. She ain't a bad person though, not by a blimmin' log shot. She's very fond of you two, I know that much. Maybe I could worm my way into her good books too. Reckon she'd go out with a slippery bud buncher like me? You and Malroth totally own the Master of Destruction. Haha, that's super cray-cray. So when people said that the Master would like punish us and stuff, they were totally talking about Malroth, right? I guess that's why he could never make anything, because he was like deep down totally mad on destruction. I didn't just think of that now, you know. I was watching Malroth smash blocks and stuff, like for the river, and then it just clicked, like, bro, that totally makes sense to me now. But he can legit make stuff on his own now, right? That's straight fire, fam. Peeps are saying, like, blah blah creation and blah blah destruction. I'm like, I knew that, duh. But at the beginning I always thought they were, like, basically the same stuff. You probably don't remember, but I, like, totally said something like that ages ago. Everyone thinks I'm like this dumb blonde chick. Then I dropped the truth bombs and everyone's like, my wig! Okay. Tran, if what Malroth said about rebuilding the world is true, that sounds like a proper pucka plan. While you two was away, Lulu told us all sorts of stuff about the real world that I had never heard of before. Turns out there are loads of towns and countries all over the shop. Midnaw, Kennick, Rippleport, Liftwind, Sizeway, Dirkender, I forget the rest. I've been wondering how all the people what live in them places live. Do you reckon they drink Digger's Jigger? More importantly, do you think they have had the slightest inkling that Argon's ghost had revived the Master of Destruction and was on the brink of obliterating everything? Haha, the less you know, eh? That's what real heroism is, I reckon. Saving the world without anyone noticing. Not for the fame or the fortune, but because it's the right thing to do. And you don't have to be the warrior to be a hero, you know that? Being a builder suits you to the ground, Tran. You don't need to ever change a thing. Oi, Tran. You know when you jumped into that swirling vortex to save Malroth? You did it without a moment's hesitation. If I was in your shoes, I don't know if I could do the same thing. You must have really wanted to save your mate. Still, it ain't the first time I've seen something like that. When Babs got turned to stone, Goldilocks only went and made the ultimate sacrifice to save her. Seeing you and that blockhead acting all heroic has taught me something. When you really like someone, it's only natural that you want to try to help them when they're in need. It just sort of happens. Not like these muscles. These don't just happen with a click of your finger. It takes hard work and dedication. Know what I mean? When Malroth said you were going to rebuild the world, I felt ever so reassured. Now I know my darling sister Safi will be safe. Remember when you and Malroth first found us hiding out by the swamps? So much has happened since then, but it all seems to have whizzed past in the blink of an eye. It's rather cliche to say that time flies when you're having fun, but it certainly feels that way, perhaps even more so when one is building. As the blocks go down, the clock seems to tick faster and faster. Before you know it, dusk has drawn in and it's time for supper. I always believed that time was universal and allocated equally to us all. But perhaps I was wrong about that. Perhaps our building work changes not only the world around us, but the flow of time itself. Watch out, Tran. When Mauro said you two was gonna save the day again, it was like a weight got lifted off my shoulders. Normally that'd be a bad thing, but I believe in you two. Then again, I used to believe in the children of Argon, and look how that turned out. But that was different. It was in a different place back then. Them nutters came along when we was desperate. All we wanted was a sliver of hope, that's all. We give ourselves a lot of stick for believing in the children, but in hindsight, maybe that ain't the right thing to do. Now, I ain't saying them crazy cultists was right or nothing, but we shouldn't slag people off for trusting something that turns out to be a load of old tosh. Know what I mean? What? I know that look. You didn't think a meathead like me was capable of such incisive thinking, did ya? Who's the meathead now, huh? Mauroth's rousing conviction to rebuild the world has resonated deep within my heart. Argon told us that this world was nothing but an illusion, destined for destruction should he live or die. Yet we are still here. He believed beyond doubt that no matter what happened to him, the Master of Destruction would obliterate everything. I think that is why the world still remains. Argon went so far as to found a religion, even to create this imaginary world. But to what end? What drove him to such lengths? I hope that he never returns, but if he should, this is the question I would put to him. Tran, you shall be the savior of our souls once more. Build a new world and rescue us from our destiny of destruction, I pray. But are we not all mere figments of Hargon's imagination? When this new world comes into being, what will become of us? Will we be illusions one minute and real humans the next, never knowing when the change took place? Or perhaps we shall be reborn as wailing babes, ready to be raised as your children. Forgive me, I really should not allow my imagination to run wild like that. How about a song to change the mood? I penned a ditty for just such an occasion. Tran the builder, wise and bold, taught building skills to me and you. We learned the blocks and ways of old, so we all became builders too. Our time together was such a lark, forevermore we'll be true friends. Let's change the sky to the light from dark, and may the building never end. You remember just before Hargon appeared when Mauroth started acting funny? We thought we'd lost it forever, we was very worried for it. But you went and rescued him. You snapped him out of whatever strange state of mind he was in. He wants to thank you for bringing back our friend. We'll never forget Hargon for what he did to Mauroth or the hairy hermit. True, the evil monster is what it is. But as horrible as he may have been, not everything about him was negative. If it wasn't for Hargon, we'd probably never have built a single thing. Never learned how much fun building can be. As much as we'd like to think otherwise, not everything in the world is built to be good or beautiful. Plenty of bad and ugly things out there, not like us. But if we brush them under the carpet, all we get is a disaster waiting to happen. Sooner or later, there's too many not nice things. All comes pouring out. Hehe, you always were a good listener. We're sure Tran will be an upstanding adult one day. Maybe I could think about growing a beard. The goddess has bestowed divine power upon Mauroth, yet he selflessly chooses to use that strength not for his own ends, but for ours. In his position, would I be capable of such courage? I cannot be sure. I wish to find out. When I cast my gaze up and stare into the infinite blackness, I am struck with a memory that cannot be my own. I see a faraway land in an age long since past. I am with a builder. We battle against darkness, against destiny, against the will of the very goddess herself. But of course, this is nothing more than a dream. Please forget I ever mentioned it. Still, for some reason, that memory is one I hold most precious. As precious as the memories I have of us building together. You and Mauroth, creator and destroyer, make an interesting team indeed. Some believe that powerful beings exist on a higher plane to ours, both in this world and in others. People speak of a world ruled by powerful deity with two faces, one representing creation, the other destruction. In all likelihood, it is naught but a fable, but the story proves that since time immemorial, people have thought creation and destruction to be inseparable from one another. Indeed, you have only to look at our friend Mauroth. He wields the power of a god of ruin, yet he aims to use it to create a new world. Perhaps this means he's no longer a master of destruction, but rather... I seem to be thinking out loud again. I do have a tendency to get a bit caught up in my own fantasies. Perhaps I am premature in saying this, what with the darkness closing in around us, but... I wanted to express my heartfelt thanks to you for vanquishing our enemies and saving the world. Jolly good show, what? You are our savior. Oh, and Mauroth too, of course. To forget his role in this would be very bad form. You two are the real McCoy. Now, what was I going to say next? Ah yes, I have a message from His Majesty. He cannot be here in person, what with having a kingdom to rule, but he asked that I pass on the royal maxim instead. Young Builder and young Mauroth. How did it go again? One of you is, Builder. The other was Master of Destruction. However, I do declare that you are not a Builder because of what you do. You are a Builder because of the thingy. Yes! Now, what was the next bit? Yeah, Zeus, I think I made a mistake somewhere. For the life of me, I cannot remember what His Majesty said. Well, I'm sure you take his point. He'll remember it though it may be. To wit, the king wishes you well. Woo, that was a lot of talking. Alright, Tran, I think it's about time we put our powers to good use and rebuilt the world, don't you? I'm sick of living in a dream world. What do you say? Are you ready to make our own dreams a reality? No. Fair enough. If you want to have a chat with everyone before we get started, go ahead, knock yourself out. Take your time. I'm not going anywhere. There's my flag. I think it's kind of odd that you spend time building the flag, and then suddenly you're whisked away where it doesn't even matter that you built it. Alright, Tran, I think it's about time. Yes. Good. There's just one thing I want to tell you first. I could never really find the words before. Remember the promise you made at Lulu's party? Well, thanks for keeping it. Thanks for coming to save me. I've got a lot more I want to tell you, and plenty of questions too, but that can all wait. For now, just let me say this. For a guy who's got building on a brain and another guy who only knows how to smash stuff, we made a pretty good team, don't you think? No. Huh? Forget made, we still make one. You know what? You're absolutely right, we still got work to do. Argon said that it was my destiny as a massive destruction to wipe this world out of existence. But he also said something else, right at the beginning of this whole thing. He said it was destiny that I met you, too. You might have been right about that part. Do you want to know what I think? I think I've heard enough about this destiny garbage to last me a lifetime. Come on, Tran, it's time for us to rebuild the world. Because we make our own destiny, right? We did it! Nice work, Tran! Now that our world's really real, we can keep building here for as long as we like. Hey Tran, something's been bugging me ever since we first met. That book on your back, what's that all about? Come on, hand it over, I want to see inside. Builderpedia? That's what this thing is called. Let's see what's written in here. When I grow up, I want to be a builder and make lots of nice things for my friends. Are these doodles? A big tree, a golem, and a castle, and some weird car with a stupid name? Hold on, this oh so important book of yours. You made it, didn't you? When you were little, everything you built has been in a book since you were a kid. You're unbelievable! You're well and truly obsessed with being a builder. And so a new world is born, but a builder's work is never truly over. Living legend.